Hey, what's going on YouTube channel? It's Tars down here again, the Go Hard, Go Home channel. Alright, as y'all know, I've been doing some experimenting with this Manosphere and all that stuff like that. So I came up with this video today of women versus the Manosphere. And we're going to talk about some of the little things that the Manosphere says is wrong and why I don't think they're ever going to get those problems fixed. Okay? So women versus the Manosphere. What we're going to do, I got 5 points here. I'm going to cover dating, women dating, women working, and family court and stuff, all the stuff they complain about in those 5 subjects. And go real quick about why they ain't going to work. Okay? Before we get in there, y'all hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already done it. Appreciate that very much. Don't want no cash apps, no money. Don't send me none of that junk. Keep your money. Just give me a subscriber. That's going to keep me interested. As long as I see people subscribing, I know I need to keep going. So y'all do that for me and let me go. Now, I'm going to smoke this blunt because when I talk about this Manosphere junk, it can give you a headache. So let me go roll on into it, okay? Now, women versus the Manosphere. One of the foremost complaints that these guys have is that women have it easier than men. Okay? The Manosphere believes that women have life easier than men. Okay? That's a yes and no answer. Right? Because in some cases, in life, men got it easier than women. Alright? I don't think that this is a good complaint because you have to take both sides of everything and look at it in order to say if one side has it easier in total than the other side or not. Okay? Both sides have strengths they bring to the table and weaknesses also that have to be dealt with by the other side. As far as subject number 1, I'm going to go ahead with this one. Saying that women have it easier than men, it's kind of booty. This is what I'm going to do right here, though, before we go to the next subject. I would say we'll come back to this subject right here after the Manosphere guys go and each one of them has a baby. See, if they push out a baby, if a dude pushes out a baby, then you can tell me, because I've seen 4 babies been born, that they can have that. I just, you know what I'm saying? That one thing already made me think they don't got it easier. Just that one, you know? Yeah, and I don't want nobody sticking stuff up in me anyway, so I let them have that one. To me, my life is easier than a woman's, but everybody might not think so, okay? Some people might think that they can have babies and stuff too. I'm just saying after guys have babies, then we can go with subject number 1. Okay, number 2. Women get dates easier, and especially on the internet. Okay, here's the problem with that one. That's not nothing new. It's always been that way as long as the human race has been around. That women are going to get dates easier than men. I don't understand why this is a complaint, but it is one of their complaints. Okay. They especially tend to complain about the internet. All right. But here's the thing. I go way back on the internet, all the way back to Black Planet and stuff like that. I can tell you the internet really fell off. It used to be better than what it was. But here's the thing. Well, it's not better now than what it was. It was better before. But the thing of it is this right here. Okay. It didn't matter about the internet. Women is always going to have more options because they are women. There's more men looking for women. The other way around, and men got to talk to women first. So the women's always going to have the option. So this is kind of the reason why a lot of the guys in the Manosphere have a defeatist attitude is because the things that they're trying to go against are things that are not going to be beaten. I've already mentioned 2 of them, and I'm going to get to about 3. I got 3 more right here. I'm finna get into one of those in a second here. But I can tell you one thing about that internet thing. It doesn't matter about because they come with all these stats and this and that. But the truth is, the internet is just pictures. So you would probably have the same problem if you went out into public. Yeah, because there'll be a better looking guy there at the place than you, and she would probably pick him. That's all that's happening on the internet is she can see the better looking guy, and then she sees you. Now, that means that you don't look as good as the other person, and that kind of brings in some other problems that I think these guys don't want to talk about. But you're probably going to have that same problem off the internet that you got on the internet. Men have to work hard to become successful. Okay? Now, while this is the truth, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not because of women. And it's not even them working hard to get the women. Men have to work hard to become successful because the men over them, you have to prove yourself to them before they're going to promote you or they're going to do any of this other kind of stuff or raise you up to levels. So that doesn't really have anything to do with women. This complaint right here got a double edge to it because most of the guys in the manosphere don't believe that women should be in leadership positions. So if you never put women in leadership positions and you keep men in our leadership positions, it's going to be harder for men to come up because you're not going to go. First off, they're not going to give you the power just because guys just don't give power to other guys like that. That's not going to happen. That's why I say you got to bear with me, y'all, because this shit it'll blow your doggone brain. You'll fry a chip trying to think about this jump because it's ass backwards and inside out and upside down. Okay, men control the world the same way that the manosphere says it. Men built this, they did that, they did this. This is the truth. And they also are in control of most of jobs. Mostly male-dominated jobs, which is another thing that the manosphere admits to also. But that's the reason why you have to work hard to become successful. It doesn't have anything to do with women. And explaining that to women doesn't make any point. It doesn't. But they do it in the manosphere. So I'm gonna let that one go. But this is why I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think that was gonna work. Okay. Now, women, number 4, women have an advantage in marriage due to family court. Okay. If you get married to a woman, she wants to leave, she can take half of your stuff. A, B, and C, which it's not a complete mistruth, but the thing of it is that most of the guys that are complaining about it don't even fit in the category that something's going to get taken from them. So I mean, and they'll say they're going to get their kids taken and stuff like that. Okay, the woman gonna move across town and you got to go see the kids and do that type of stuff. So I could see some of that right there, but the main thing they complain about is that you can get robbed. Is what they call it, passively robbed, because she leaves the relationship and you got to pay, right? The problem is that though they don't realize they don't go to explain this point right here that men once again did make the society, and men also wrote all the rules and laws of society. Okay, that rule doesn't really pertain to you as a man. If somebody leaves a relationship, it's the breadwinner or whoever was making the most money. And since they're making the most money, they were probably taking care of the family. This is what I'm just hold out for a second. Listen, the person that was making the most money, man or the woman, because some women that wound up paying this high ass alimony and all this junk too, because they was a doggone breadwinner. Okay, the rule is about the breadwinner. All right, you gotta pay. You gotta take care of that family until it's not a family no more because you agree to do that as the breadwinner. But here's the thing. Okay, because the rule is really about the breadwinner. It's not about a man. It's about the breadwinner. Once again, you come up with a problem from the manosphere because since they believe that the man should be the breadwinner, and the woman should be a stay-at-home mom, this rule is actually a good one because that way you don't screw the woman. And you don't screw the kids if the person decides to leave, because the money needs to keep going even if the person decides to leave or not. The kids got to still get and take care of, all that good stuff like that. So, I mean, it's another double-edged sword that they holding because they want guys in charge. They want men in charge, but when men are making rules, they don't want to go by those rules either. They don't want to go by those rules. So that's another ass backwards thing about it. That's why I can tell you it won't work. It's not going to work. This shit going to eat itself. Last one. They want to change laws of family court, marriage, stuff like that to better suit men. Okay? Which that sounds good. It sounds good. You know? Yeah, I could agree with the changing the divorce laws and stuff like that. I'm not foolish enough to go against logic and fundamental math. Oh, well, what am I talking about? Well, here's the deal, okay? Because a lot of the thing is the manosphere is a complaint about women in the West, in the West, such as America. You know what I'm saying? Here's a problem with number 5 here, okay? In order to change the laws here in the West, you will have to put them to vote. Women are 51% of the United States population. There's 7 million extra women in the United States than there are men at the time of the last census I looked at. So if you have to put issues to vote that are going to take things away from women that I wouldn't give the hell up if I was them, I don't see them voting for it. And then you got the guys who already wrote these rules who are part of the percentage of guys. So, I mean, like, they're not going to be down with changing it. And then you're going to have women who ain't going to be down with changing it, who are already at 51%. So, I mean, these guys talk logic and math, but they don't really, they can't be looking at it. There's no way in the hell you would ever change those laws. No way. No freaking way. The only way you're going to ever change them laws is you're going to have to take voting rights from women. That's why they keep calling these guys misogynists. The only way to change the rules is to force women to force them on women. That's going to be the only way because they got a right to talk now. So it's like you got to listen. But I just wanted to go over that. I mean, like, especially that number 5. I don't know how you plan on changing this jump. They got a whole group to cry and to try to go after that, but it's fundamentally not going to happen. Because why? Because we're going to have to change laws. We're going to have to vote. There's more women voters, and they ain't going to vote for anything that's not going to change rules that's going to make it bad for them. I wouldn't do it. Hell no. But that's been it, y'all. You know I try to keep it short, about 12 minutes in this video. So that's women versus the manosphere and why the manosphere can't win. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Drop the comments on me. Hit the subscribe button to share this junk to y'all friends, and so I can get more research done. But y'all holler at me. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Hey, don't send me no cash apps. Don't send me no doggone donations. None of that junk. Subscribe. All right? So we can keep it all going together. It's been Tarzan, and y'all go hard, go home. I'm out of here.